You are watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
Check, check. Hello, everybody. Here we are at Toledo, where Detroit City just got a massive W. What?
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Well, the object of some of these games on the road is try to get, try the best you can to get a point, because it's so hard to, win a game away from home, especially in the conditions that were presented to them tonight. In fact, were presented to both teams. You can always say that. I mean, you can always say that logic. They played in the same conditions tonight. But for Detroit City, their Achilles heel as of late has been winning on the road. And it wasn't going to be an easy task tonight against a team that they had a little issue with last year, if I remember correctly.
I know, Hartford, like I said in the pregame, haven't scored in almost 7 hours.
And, streaks are always made to be broken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Streaks are always made to be broken. That's an old adage. That's a whole deal in a nutshell there. But, grant you got to crawl before you walk, and this game went to a crawl in the first half of play. Let's start things off here in, right around the 34th minute of play here. Basically, get that stuff out of here, saved by Carlos Herrera there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kick save there, yeah.
All right, but business would pick up in the 59th minute of play here. A lot of people said that this was an own goal by Maxi Rodriguez.
Yeah, and everybody thought it was an own goal by Maxi Rodriguez. I mentioned it was Maxi. Oh my God!
Samuel Carriaga got the goal.
Yes.
The goal. Now this one here, we thought this one was going to be off of Darren Smith, but that turned out to be an own goal by.
Yes.
Yes, by Adrian Diaz.
I know.
In the 84th minute, Detroit City would equalize. It'd be one apiece, but Diz would make up for it. Die by the own goal, live by the game-winning goal here in the 89th minute of play. As Detroit City would succumb to the Hartford Athletic. Final score 2-1. The road will.
And you got to play the Brass Bonanza twice. Brother.
Yeah. Needless to say, the road woes continue for Detroit City SC. They have not won a game on the road in over a year, and that was at Phoenix Rising Stadium against Phoenix Rising, the infamous the comeback from 0-2 deficit at that point.
Yeah, this is not turning out good. We're doing our business at home, but on the road,
totally different.
Not well.
Totally different story. Despite the advantage in possession tonight, 16 touches in the box, 3 shots on target, 9 total shots for Detroit City. It seemed like Hartford had more of the momentum overall, because 12 shots, 6 on target, 26 touches in the box for the Hartford Athletic tonight. So, needless to say, Detroit was struggling again on the road, trying to find something to. In fact, the last road win was the playoff win in Louisville, mind you. But the last road win in competition in the USL was in regular season play in the USL was back last year in Phoenix, and they still cannot find a way to find something on the road, find a win on the road.
What's going on? They can't win on the road in regular season. It's kind of weird.
And we say this all the time. It is always hard to win on the road. You don't have your own support. You don't have your supporters there. You don't have you know, you don't have, the creature comforts that you have here at Keyworth Stadium.
Mhm.
It's just, it's unfamiliarity. And, the best teams in the sport, they usually win on the road and win at home as well. So, but, I mean, to be honest, though, it's always a tough. Like I said, it's the good teams are the ones that will win on the road. Sometimes the teams that it's just finding a way to get that win on the road
Oh, brother.
and stick to it. That's the thing. And what I unfortunately though for Detroit City, it the schedule, another road game next week. Obviously, it's not going to
And
get
the
any.
U.S. Open Cup match.
No, it's not. No, it's
Oh,
not.
sorry.
Yeah, we're
What?
out of the cup.
I get those two confused all the time. I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Fire
that's that. Yeah, it's the tire cup.
the U.S. Jägermeister Cup. Oh
Yeah,
my!
it's an off weekend for them as far as the championship is concerned. It's their first tire cup match, and they take on Forward Madison. Now, the last time we seen Forward Madison associated with anyone in this state, they took on the Flint City Bucks, and you know what happened there.
Yeah, you're right. And actually, this is going to be Detroit City first time in Madison. Remember when they used to play in the MPSL days? The playoffs was in Madison, Wisconsin, with the former Madison 88ers, and they beat Detroit City in an upset.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and it's a new beginning there. And of course, the last time these two teams met, Forward Madison and Detroit City, Forward Madison ended up winning that match. I believe that match took place at Western Michigan University.
Yeah, it's Western Michigan University in an exhibition friendly.
Yeah, and so far
Or a
this year,
training session, as we say.
yeah, so far this year, Forward Madison has not been doing all that great in USL League One. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun matchup, and I mean, you never know what's gonna happen, especially on the road. Last year, remember, we lost on the road to Portland Hearts of Pine, so it's
Yeah.
not very. You can't underestimate the opponent in the USL Cup, regardless of what league they come from.
You're right, and Forward Madison will look for the one set. You know what I mean? That's a League One team being a championship team.
Interesting name you call that there, sir.
Well, they had the cup set in U.S. Open Cup, so
it's still a cup set. It's
I
a
know.
cup. Yeah, it's the USL Cup
I know.
or
Yes,
the Tire Cup. It's still a cup set.
I know. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, a golden opportunity missed by Detroit City because of all the other matchups in the Eastern Conference.
Shall we say a kind of crazy night?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Let me tell you, from Lorraine to Score, this was another off-script week in the U.S. Open USL Championship. Excuse me.
As I said, a crazy night around the sea.
Space for Sam Bassett. He's already let it fly tonight. Oh, it's even better this time. Hit the crossbar earlier. Fine-tuned it this time. Bassett with the stunner.
To the edge of the six, Rendon was the target. Quinn, Neidlinger. Neidlinger has a hit. Off the bar, headed down and in. Goal for the Indy 11. Make it two in minute number 65. Anthony Herbert gets the goal. He's used that noggin to lead the attack.
Scardina waits for it to bounce down. Fuson. Scardina. Circles. Crosses. Williams! Finishes! A Brilliant ball from Scardina. J.J. Williams adds to his career total. We're level at 1 with less than 5 to play.
Santos puts this in with pace, flicked on and in. Mama, there goes that man. Big time goal. It's assisted by Pava.
Here's Zico Bailey. He can hit him from here. Zico Bailey from long distance. New Mexico at a third.
Hackshaw circulates it wide. De Vicente in front. Peter Wilson finds a way. His 5th of the season, and the Roots draw level.
Might be one as it's sent through. Popmar boy has to knock it around. Arrowfeeve ball finds his way. Dimitri Arrowfeeve. 1-0 to San Antonio. They've been waiting for their moment, and it's the youngster from Russia who finds the back of net first.
All right. Louisville loses 2 at their build, 2 in a row. Who would have thunk that? 3 in a row in all competitions. What is going on with Lou City all of a sudden?
I have no freaking clue. They lost to the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Oh, holy.
And this is a team, this is a team that we didn't think that, we were previewing this match. We didn't think that, this could happen. And apparently it did. Even though Louisville dominated as far as possession, total shots, and touches in the box, this is just those rare opportunities for Pittsburgh that ended up resulting in the victory. Trevor Rahman, 9th minute of play, got things going, got the early goal, and then Sam Bassett in the 52nd minute. And what was this? Pittsburgh played defense?
Yeah, pretty much.
You play desperate defense against this Louisville team. But, the shocking thing about this is Louisville has now lost 2 consecutive... When was the last time Louisville has lost 2 consecutive games in the USL Championship?
I have no clue. I presume 10 years ago, considering they have been mostly the class of the entire league.
Yeah. I'm going to try to go back as far as that goes. I mean, it's a rarity that, Lou City had lost 3 in a row. But the last time...
Are you calling Peabody to go back to Wayback Machine?
I am trying to ad lib as I go through this Wayback Machine here. But it's been a long time since Louisville's lost, let alone two in a row. I mean, they've lost 3 in a row in all competitions.
Yeah, you don't have your all-star goaltender Damian Laus, who's playing in MLS. So
he was on loan last year too, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, and don't forget you do have the coaching change at the beginning of the season, during the beginning of the season,
and that was because Danny Cruz went to grab an assistant's job with the Minnesota United, and Simon Bird took over.
I know.
Here's the last time that it happened.
When the last time it happened?
July 12th, July 19th, and July 22nd of 2023. 3 in a row.
2023, like 3 years ago? Oh, my.
Yeah, 3 years ago. In the middle of July.
A rare miss.
And Pittsburgh started it with a win at Lynn Family Stadium. The following week, Detroit City FC beat them at Keyworth 2-0.
Uh-huh.
And then a loss to the Birmingham Legion at Lynn Family Stadium. So 2 consecutive losses. This is a rarity.
Man.
That's an absolute rarity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you had to go back to, like I said, go back to 2023 for that to happen. And, I wouldn't say Derby luck or whatever it is because, I mean, it's a rarity that they play on Kentucky Derby weekend. And they ended up playing this weekend at Keyworth. So, or this last weekend at Keyworth. But that is a surprise there. How about Tampa Bay dropping points? Yeah, they dropping points in Rhode Island.
A 1-1 draw. We thought Tampa Bay had it in the bag. 1-0, and then Rhode Island. What minute was that? Was that at the Def as well?
No. It was let's see. I'll go back to that one. No, it was not. It was not at the Def on that one. Let's see here. J.J. Williams scored in the 86th minute of play.
Wow. So J.J. Williams, I said they still had their stars.
Or Augie, was it J.J.? I think, it was J.J. Williams. Yeah, the War Stars.
Yeah, the Wolf Stars. Yeah, but they're still unbeaten for Tampa
still
Bay.
Unbeaten. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, still unbeaten in that one. So, going.
By the way, one of the 3 winless team finally got off the SNID. Loudoun United beat Brooklyn FC 1-0 for their first win of the season.
So finally, one of the winless clubs has finally did it, and congratulations to them. They finally notched a 3-pointer on the year. I mean, they've had a couple draws thus far, but they aren't the absolute. Speaking of absolute dog doo-doo, Indy 11 knocking off Sporting Jacksonville by a score of 2-1.
Jacksonville had the early lead 1-0, and Indy 2 goals to keep Jacksonville winless.
Yes, and
then there was only 2. Jackson Sporting Jacks and Monterey Bay, who lost this week. Oh
Monterey Bay. That team. And we showed it this during Soccer Night in Detroit, a bad loss to Lexington 3-1. It's just that, are they ever going to figure it out?
Eventually.
Eventually they'll figure it out.
This is their first game with their new coach, and they have work to do.
Oh, yes. Literally work to do.
So since most of the West Coast game will fill out the rest of the schedule today, we could safely say, could we take a look at the standings since the last 3 games in the West Coast?
Yeah, so there's a big log jam right now.
I know.
We have currently 5 teams with 13 points on the year.
Yeah, and this is the official tiebreaker definition from the USL, not Bob Mob, USL.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to the win tonight, Hartford jumps into the 3rd spot.
Yes, Charleston jumped into the 4th spot, then Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Miami. And the next league game after this break for the USL Tire Cup, Miami.
Yep, midweek
Wednesday
game against
soccer on 5:20.
Yes, it's going to be. Yeah, I mean. I don't know what to say right now. I mean, right now, is it anybody's game now? I mean, you got now 5 teams within 3 of a top 2 spot, and thanks to the loss tonight, Tampa Bay, or not the loss, but the draw tonight, I mean, they stay unbeaten, but it's hard to believe this. Louisville City with 3 losses?
And they're in still 2nd place?
Yeah, I mean, just Louisville City with 3 losses. Okay, we've got 3 losses. Charleston's got 3 losses. Pittsburgh has 4 losses.
Us, we got 3 losses.
Yep, and that's why I said we have 3 losses. Charleston has 3 losses
Uh-huh.
as well. Lou City with 3 losses.
Oh, butter. And they are in second place.
Hartford only got 1 loss, but they have 4 draws.
Yeah, blown opportunity tonight for Detroit City to be near Tampa Bay.
Yeah, or even so. I mean, the win could have gotten Detroit City the head-to-head, because beating Lou City, that would have put them in second place tonight.
Yeah, you're right. And rounding up the 8th place spot filled by Indy 11 with 12 points. Birmingham Legion 2 points behind, 9 at 10. And the rest, Rhode Island with 9, Loudoun with 8, Brooklyn with 7, and Jacksonville with the lonely point 1, which is sadly the loneliest number.
The loneliest number in the world. I think it's worse than worse than Monterey Bay.
Yeah.
So sooner or later they'll end up figuring it out down there in Jacksonville. We shall see what that reigns there. But tonight, drop points for Detroit City FC. You had it in the back. I mean, you had at least a draw to get out of there in the bag, and then you give up the late goal to the guy that scored your first goal.
Oh yeah,
Your only goal on the evening.
Yeah, by accident.
Yeah, and like I said, we thought looking at the highlights, I thought it was. I mean, we don't have the actual, but the close-up highlight. I thought it was Darren Smith that got it, but it turned out.
Yeah, and also I thought it was also Devin Pimenta.
But that's what they were saying on the thing. But yeah, Devin wasn't near the ball at the time. And
I know.
It was more closer to Darren Smith at that point.
I know. Well, and by the way, also congratulations to Devin Pimenta to pass the 13-minute, 10,000 minutes for a career here in the USL. Unbelievable.
Yep. Congratulations to him as he passes that mark in the league tonight. But
I know, and
so
actually,
it's going to be interesting to hear what Danny Dicchio has to say coming in the next couple days or so.
I know. Well, usually they would post up on the social on Sunday. Devin Pimenta, great job. Actually, in total, I mentioned this in pregame, over 12,000 minutes if you add into the minutes and the MPSL minutes. So
he's played a lot of soccer in his career.
Not bad for a guy who we rescued from that club in Romeo.
Yeah.
You remember the name of it.
So, but anyway, we shall close this, and it's a busy week, and we'll kick things off on Wednesday. Might be a little bit of a change going forward with the musings.
Oh, what's the deal?
Me and you will discuss it off air, but we'll reveal what we'll be doing because we got a lot of soccer coming up in the next couple months. So stay tuned for that announcement. Other than that, we will see you on Wednesday for another edition of the Musings. Until then, Steve from the Ham.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. We'll be back at it next week. And congratulations to my niece, Lily, who recently graduated from the University of Detroit Mercy Law School.
Congratulations. Mazel tov. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, her name is Lily. Her mom is also my sister, too.
All right. Nice shout out there. Congratulations to you, Lily. And
Thank you.
We will talk to you again on Wednesday. Until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy. And most of all, be good.